This test, which was viewed with some misgivings by yours truly and sundry journalists who dislike sleepless nights, consisted of a run over a very tricky 2.2-mile road section at the highest possible speed. Passengers were carried, and as there were no practice runs, there was quite a lot of hair standing on end as a result. After leaving the start, the cars travelled over a steep downhill section, through a couple of hairpin bends, a double hairpin over a stone bridge, up a steep gradient, and then a downhill finish. The road was very narrow, and many hardened competitors were heard to say things which, translated into commentators' language, meant that they considered the whole affair to be highly dangerous. Despite the hazards, however, some of the runs were terrific, the best speed in the saloon car class being in the region of 50 miles an hour, whilst Johnson, in his XK120, averaged almost 60 from a standing start. O'Hara Moore in his Fraser Nash wasn't hanging around, and with a very neat run, he put up best time in his class at 2 minutes 38 seconds, about 55 miles an hour. After crossing the finishing line, the cars kept moving, and the Welsh countryside was at its best as viewed beneath a bright sun on a cold, clear morning. Owing to a breakdown in the wireless system, the EPID test had been delayed considerably, as a result of which most drivers were pressing on quickly towards the town of Llandrindod Wells in order to salvage as much time as possible of their scheduled breakfast stop of 1 hour. Onward, ever onward, uphill and down, with just time to catch sight of a beautiful view with somewhat weary eyes, for both cars and drivers had now been motoring virtually non-stop for 25 hours. But soon there would be at least 15 minutes break and a chance for a wash. Perhaps our German friends found the Welsh signpost names less confusing than we did. Anyway, they certainly had no language disadvantage over the English competitors on this part of the route. Breakfast over, this magnificently turned-out team of Morgans, led by the Rees cousins, wait in line for their time interval start. As the first car pulls away, he draws into the roadside to await his teammates. A good illustration, this, of the way experienced rallyists find it an advantage to stick together. Yes, sticking together has advantages, but being too close, as in the case of these cars, is definitely unwise, for it invites a multiple pile-up and tempts one to take a wrong turning if the navigator ahead misreads his map. As the cars headed for the rough mountain roads of the Bulchi-Groes area, it was interesting to note that the pace was taking its toll, and already 17 drivers had retired with mechanical trouble.